Yeah, he posted a new one. Yeah, I think so. Well, then you should just be able to click on Ethan and put in your password.
Buckenwald's also a horrible smoker.
Oh, hey there.
A
It's
horrible, terrible smoker.
It's me, Buckenwald.
All right, hello, ogres, and welcome to Stand for the Fire Demon. Our lovely dungeon master is ready to roll, so Brandon, it's up to you.
You stand outside the door to the throne room with the presumed dead son of Interog, Demon King of Pyrrha. Each of you has faced challenges along the way, and some have even questioned the motives of the monarchy. Think back to the orders you were given at Fort Cavan in what feels like years. Ibecutio, Gynosphinx and Vizier to the King, handed you a scroll with a riddle on the outside of the locked case. She ordered you to deliver this scroll to the head of a monastery in the Berkskirt Heights in exchange for a package, and safe passage to the capital city. Ibecutio did not tell you the package was Thomas, half-demon son of Interog and heir to Pyrrha. The elite guard standing at the door to the throne room motions for each of you in turn to head through the door with an announcement. He asks for your titles. So you guys are standing outside of the throne room. The elite guard, the one on the left here standing directly in front of you, Xoasin, points to each of you as he opens these big heavy doors into the throne room. And he tells you that he's going to announce each of you. He goes, so titles, please.
Leader of the Striking Vipers, Tægen Morlé.
He takes a step through the doorway and announces in a very loud voice, I present to you my king, leader of the Striking Vipers, Tægen Morlé. And then he steps aside.
And Postamancer extraordinaire.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was going to leave that in or out.
Yeah, he should have put it in.
Alright, so I'm going to describe what you see once everybody is announced.
Sure. I have no idea how to get rid of the little fart icon that you gave me.
Oh man, what'd you do?
What do you mean?
Farted all over it.
Oh, it's so stupid. I think I can get rid of it. No, that's not it. Yes.
Well, that was the most fortuitous internet connection ever. Sorry
Here,
about
I got it.
Can you hear me at all?
Yep.
Yeah, we can now.
Okay, so I'm standing in front of an elite guard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give him your title that you want to have announced to the king.
Announce me as Xoasin the Mad Dog Wizard, the Striking Vipers.
And
Same thing. He announces in
and
a loud
hero
voice.
and hero of the
Bloodfields of Vishtar.
Bloodfield of
Yes,
Vishtar.
thank you.
And he announces exactly that. And Xoasin, you step into the room, which I'll describe once you're in. Thomas kind of awkwardly moves up towards you, Bucky.
Okay.
And then, what the fuck? Let me move my boy. And then steps between the two of you.
Okay.
And kind of looks at you, Ptyrl.
I'm,
And then the guard looks between the two of you,
okay.
Ptyrl and Buckenwald.
I'm going to say Master Smith, Buckenwald, Anvil-arm of the Striking Vipers, and say what was the fort I stationed at where I fought the bugbears again?
Cavan.
Happen.
Fort Cavan?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And savior of Fort Cavan from the attack of the bugbears.
Wow. Fancy
And then
fucking
I'm-
titles.
As I start walking, I'm gonna just put my hand on Thomas's back and like push him in with me
Okay.
because I can
So-
see his anxiety on his face.
Yeah.
I'm just ripping it off like a band-aid.
Throughout this, Thomas has talked to you guys a little bit about his nerves about meeting his father. He's excited to meet the king. He's also unsure about what he's going to do. A little bit of a recap for anybody who's playing who doesn't remember. Thomas was given a dagger that was created to slay the Demon King. So, according to legend, this dagger will kill the Demon King with one strike. It will kill any demon with one strike. Thomas was given this dagger with the express word from the Burned Man, who created the Striking Vipers originally, to use it on the king and claim his birthright as the new king of Ptyrl because of the atrocities that his father has committed. Ptyrl, through some course of action, you have ended up with the dagger. Thomas talked to you and asked you to take the dagger. Whether you wanted to take it or not is up to you, but if you did not want to take it, the ghost encouraged you to take it. And the ghost inhabiting you currently.
Yeah, I would hold it for him.
Okay.
It's less weight on his mind.
Okay.
Hey, Brandon.
You.
I know this probably sounds like it doesn't matter, but I wanted to remind you the detail of last time that
About
when
the
I had
necklace?
stumbled forward and the necklace was dangling very openly.
You think I forgot about the necklace?
I just wanted to make sure, dude.
Chumpo DM
I
do you
just
think
wanted to
am?
make sure. Because I think that's just a cool little subtle fucking thing.
Who the
okay?
hell do you think you are?
I think I'm Master Smith Buckenwald Anvil-arm, savior of Fort Drux from the bugbears. Motherfucker.
As I'm furiously writing Bucky's has necklace out. That's my notes. And then he looks to you, Ptyrl. How do you want to be introduced to the king?
Ptyrl.
Just Ptyrl.
Yeah, just Ptyrl.
And
Ptyrl, Birdman
Nice.
of feathers.
Excellent.
featuring Ptyrl. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello,
I do it.
baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my...
I roll on that 20 on hide and I dance into the hall, but no one can see me. No.
All right. So the throne room is much like what is pictured here. In fact, it is exactly like what's pictured here. So there are columns that run up through. There is a deep cobblestone floor that runs almost like a natural pathway leading up to the throne itself. On the throne, you see a figure sitting there, the king himself. I will show you an image of him as I assume you guys will approach.
Roll initiative.
This is a weird dude, Ace.
That is the king. He sits on the throne. He has a goat head, a human body. He's holding a peacock feather, and he sits very calmly. He is flanked on either side here by giant snake women.
Oh, wait. What
Like
about
Naga
pictures of
snake
those?
women, or-
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Is that
show
what
us
we're
in
talking?
women.
We're talking like Nagas? Or-
No, these are, you can roll to, yes, they look like that. You can roll knowledge on them if you want to see if you have any idea. You can roll an arcana, you can roll
Hey.
a religion, you could roll a,
Dude,
Rem, on stream, it's
Sexy
just
snake.
showing D&D Beyond.
Huh?
On
Oh,
stream, it's just showing
yeah,
D&D
yeah,
Beyond.
I forgot to. Thank you.
oh man, Rim.
Hide Brandon there. So that's King Enterod. That's a is that a AI?
Sure is.
I thought so because
I went-
the hands. The hands
I
are always
went
the
real
dead
heavy
giveaway.
into the AI stuff. Because I was like, man, I can create some crazy fucking stuff with
I
this
mean,
AI.
it's really good for D&D stuff when you need some shit on the fly. Like we've talked about this on the podcast before. I don't think AI will take over artists because I just don't think that it can. But
Need some crazy work on hands.
I rolled
Hands
a-
and teeth.
I rolled a 13, and then what did you want me to add?
You can do an arcana, you can do a probably an arcana would be your best bet, right?
Well, that's my highest stat, but I kind of wanted to know. Not if they're mad. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah,
You
that'll
want to
work.
know, you're trying to discern what they are, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can either add 4 for nature or 9 for arcana.
Or you can do religion, actually, if you want religion.
That's a 4 also. So we'll just roll a 17.
Okay, so you got a 17 with arcana?
No, I got a 22 with arcana. 13
damn.
plus 9.
Nice.
Okay. Noise. These are a kind of demon. They're called Meriliths.
Okay.
They're usually pretty high up in the demon ranks. And these are large creatures, so they stand about 9 feet tall.
I'm gonna slide up to one of them and be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
How are you guys? How are you guys standing?
Well, pretty much like this, I'd say. Oh wait.
Usually on my feet.
Did you bring up
Are you
that
guys
menu,
going
or
to
did I?
approach the king?
Yeah, I'll approach within.
I missed it.
5, 10. I'll approach within 30 feet of him.
Yeah, same.
I will let my ghost decide,
Okay.
since he would know the etiquette more than I would.
I'll hold
Uh,
Thomas's hand since he ended up behind me. I'll reach out my hand if he wants to take it and start walking forward if he grabs it.
Yeah, he walks up with you for sure.
Okay.
He's trembling as he walks up, and he's kind of hiding behind you. He's not sure what's going on. So you guys move up to the king. Ptyrl, you kind of start to have a conversation, I assume, with this ghost where you're kind of feeling out, because you haven't felt much of anything from the ghost of Persis, the champion of the centaur, or the ghost of the centaur champion that inhabits you right now. You haven't felt much of his presence, and then it's overwhelming, and you hear him yell, "My commander!" in your head and out loud, and you guys hear Ptyrl's voice yell, "My commander," and he begins to sprint directly through you and like tackle you out of the way, Xoasin, to get towards the king.
Wow.
So he gets to here. You can stop him if you want to, Xoasin, or you can allow him to continue. He's not like
Why is my character sheet not bringing?
attacking you. He's just like pushing you out of the way.
I'm going to evade if I can and just engage.
Kind of sidestep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sidestep his
Weird.
ass if I see him running full force. And look very surprised.
All right, Ptyrl, you make it to here. The two guards immediately move up, and the king steps forward. And he stands. He's medium sized, so he's maybe about 6.5 feet tall. And he has, much like Thomas, he has the goat legs, so he kind of clip-clops down. And he says, "What is the meaning of this?" He has a very calm voice, almost androgynous style voice. It's disconcerting in the fact that this is not the brave demon king you would have expected, or the strong demon king you would have expected.
Strength comes in many ways.
Yeah. You definitely get a feeling of strength from him.
I hit a knee, and I say, "Your Majesty, we are the striking vipers of your military. I haven't met him personally yet before, right?
Right, none of you have met
Right.
him.
I have 50% met him.
Oh yeah, that's true, you have 50% met him.
He requested an audience with us, right?
Yes.
Okay. We were told that you requested an audience with us, and we were hoping to have an audience with you anyway. So, here we stand.
Well, here you kneel.
Yes. And I wait for him to give me permission to stand back up.
The entire time, Ptyrl has been kind of... The ghost inside of you, Persis, has been attempting to ramble and say, my general, my commander, here's what happened, and tell him all about the fall of Morlé, the city that you met him in. So, Ptyrl, you can either allow him to spill this out. You're not fighting this at all. You're allowing him to just... Bleh. Okay.
This is what he wanted, and I am obliged to give it to him. And plus, I'd probably have to roll to fight him anyway, and I'm not gonna...
Yeah.
I think this would be more interesting.
All right, so Tægen, he moves up to you, Ptyrl. He moves directly up to you, the king. He clip-clops up to you. I don't know why the king's... Oh, that's... Never mind. So he motions you, Tægen, to stand with his hand like this.
All right, I stand.
And then he puts his hand on you, Ptyrl. He puts his hand on your forehead and he says, "Persis, that is you." And then, Ptyrl, you kind of raise up and put your arms back like this and begin to speak. And you say, again, "My king, my lord, I can't believe that it's you. You've made it." And you spend like 45 seconds just talking platitudes and "I love yous" and "my lord and my king, you have done it." And then you see Ptyrl get very serious and he looks at the three of you who are gathered behind him plus Thomas, and he says, my newly found king, I must tell you two things. These people, they know your true name. Do with that what you will. And this bird man that inhabits me right now. And then he reaches into his tunic and he takes out the dagger and he drops the dagger on the ground in front of the king's feet, and he says, he brings this to you. He does not challenge you with this dagger, but this dagger was meant to kill you.
Shit.
I knew that. I had a feeling that was gonna happen too.
Mm-hmm. There's a whole reason why he gave it to it.
I love the spice.
Yeah, I love it too.
Fuck.
I mean, I had literally anybody who would have taken up arms against the king, I totally would have gone against. So,
Yeah. Well, you don't know.
no, I mean I wouldn't. Like Tægen, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entrog looks down at the dagger on the ground, and he kind of leans down closer, and he looks you in the eye, Ptyrl, and he says, "You have done me well, Persis. Once again, you have proven your worth as champion. And with your body, we may lay you to rest here at the palace. But as for this," and he reaches down to touch the dagger, and he gets within like maybe a foot of it before his hand stops, and you see it smoke slightly, and he pulls back reflexively, not in pain, but he pulls back with more an acknowledgement of this is what's going to happen if he tries to touch the dagger. And he says, "This is the boy's dagger, isn't it?" And he's addressing all of you.
Yes. Well, actually, it's Ephesus the dagger.
Ephesus. I haven't heard that name in quite a while. You found his still burnt corpse?
Well, not exactly. We found his still talking, moving, a lot less
Personage.
corpse-like body.
And what did he say to you? Did he tell you of the atrocities that I've committed?
Yeah, you could say that. Pretty much. He's exiled himself. Lived in the desert.
In the land of Zahatia, my liege.
Mm.
We also are aware, as having met, crap, the frickin' centaurs, Persis, yes, thank you. We also know much of the history that has happened over the past few hundred years because of Persis, but...
And how do you feel about this? Do you feel that I've been unfair to the elven people?
Myself, your liege?
Yourself, yes.
I am not from this land from the beginning. Ever since I've been here, having been captured as a prisoner of war and then defecting from my country, I have seen nothing but good treatment from your kingdom to the elven people.
He cracks a goatee smile with his goat head. Very reserved
goatee?
goat smile. Yeah, he has a goatee, God. And then he walks up to you, Buckenwald, and he reaches a spindly hand up to the necklace that has revealed itself around your neck. And without breaking eye contact, he tucks it back into your tunic underneath where it's not showing anymore. And he says, "You wear a bold emblem, dwarf. Buckenwald Anvil-arm, protector of Fort Cavan."
It was given to me by Ephesus. He said it was the original symbol of the striking vipers.
It is. The vipers were made to strike, made to coil and strike at the heart of Pyrrha. And he points a finger at himself. And Ephesus still wants to strike from within, and then he points to Thomas.
So, I thought we were meant to strike at the heart of any country deemed a threat.
You are now, and the things you have done have made me as a king proud. You have rescued the boy and brought him to me. And there are things that have happened at the monastery that we will discuss. There's a lot that we will discuss. But tonight, I think you should rest. You will send Thomas with me, and you will rest. I will put you up somewhere very nice in the city.
A bow. Give the appropriate thanks.
All right, yeah, he nods to you. And then he walks back up to you, Ptyrl. And you feel the ghost of Persis starting to leave you. And he leaves, like, kind of floats out of your chest, and you hear him, like, give his final speech to Enterog as he floats off into heaven, where centaurs go. Centaur heaven, yeah. He floats off into centaur heaven. You still have his corpse, though you're going to need to bury that at some point. Otherwise, his ghost is just going to come back and be very pissed and try to find you guys again.
I would actually assume that probably Enterog would probably want to take care of that, since he probably is one of the last few people to know him.
Yeah.
Sire,
Yes.
I would like to present your son, Thomas. I do not wish to overstep my bounds, but we've only spoken of him in the third person so far, so... And I pull Thomas's hand a little bit to the side. My VTT is acting up, so...
Acting up, or?
Yeah, acting
I'll
up.
give
I'm
you a
gonna
VTT.
restart mine.
I'll act you up. Thomas steps forward and he's shaking slightly, but he raises.
I'm still holding his hand too, just as reassurance, unless he pulls it away.
No, he puffs out his chest a little bit and kind of squares up his 113-year-old chin, and makes eye contact with his goat-headed father. And he says, "It's been a long time coming, Father. I have much to tell you. Mother has a message for you, and hopefully we can discuss this behind closed doors." And the king leans down and he pats Thomas's head very awkwardly. It's clear that the king does not do well around children. And he says, "We will discuss many things, Thomas." And then he turns to you, Tægen, and he says, "Tægen Morlé, you have done a great service. All of you have done a great service for the kingdom of Pyrrha. And we will discuss much. You'll stay at the greatest inn in the Garden District, the Gilded Lily. You may stay there for as long as you need to. I will send somebody to get you in a few days."
Very well, Your Highness. I would like to note that, did you know that we were bringing Thomas to you?
Yes, I asked Ibicutio to send you to get him. I had heard stories about what you had done, and I was very trusting in what I thought you could do. And you have proven to be successful, even with the addition of somebody who's not part of the military. And he points to Ptyrl.
It was quite fun. That's what I say. It was fun.
Do you know of the scroll case that Ibicutio also sent us with?
There is much to discuss. I have heard of the scroll case, and I have heard of the monastery. I've heard of what happened at the monastery. Have you heard of what has happened at the monastery?
No, we were shunted off to Zahesha. The burned man manipulated our route to get us to him. And we're not entirely sure how long we've been away.
Go rest for the evening. I will put you up in our nicest room at the inn.
Oh,
Their
one more-
nicest room, not our nicest room. It's not my inn.
One more thing, my lord. On our way here, we did meet another purported demon lord
I can barely hear you, Ethan.
who tried to get us to sign a contract to deliver a message for him, demon lord.
And what was
not-
this message?
Not demon, devil.
Devil, excuse me. He wishes to challenge you.
Challenge me, a devil? He laughs. A goatee
Yes,
laugh.
I can't recall his name. We tricked them.
Lord of Leeches.
Lord of Leeches, that's correct.
The Lord of Leeches. What a title. These devils with their titles.
He said he would be coming, I believe.
Gross, says Buckenwald.
As we left the ruins of Nilore, he had sent two lesser devils to have us deliver this message to you. So we made a bear, we made a summoned bear sign a contract so that we didn't put ourselves in danger. I say that with the straightest
Yeah.
face, even though I can't do it myself.
Tricked him.
You made a summoned bear sign a contract?
Yes.
With a loop, we've found a loophole.
Devils and their contracts, you know.
We're kind of good at loopholes. It's kind of our thing.
Was it a soul that was promised?
Yes.
Yes.
You never make a. He's not laughing. I'm laughing. You never make a summoned creature sign a scroll with a soul on the line.
Well, technically, I summoned the creature,
You're done.
and I have no soul.
He leans in close to you and he says,
I removed the whatever the protective goggles I had to help shield me from the sun.
I should have recognized. I should have felt the smell of undeath permeating from you. You're a vampire within our ranks. That's
Well,
not allowed. You know that's against the code.
I wasn't aware of this rule, and no one else I've asked was.
Have you asked many people?
I've asked Tægen.
I was unaware. Also, it was partially an accident.
Yeah,
I accidentally turned into a vampire. I'm sorry.
The long and the short of it is, we were
Drunken
celebrating.
dwarves do
he got
drunken
very
things.
drunk and then drank the vial of blood that was given to him by.
I elbowed Tægen in the side.
I don't care. He's my king. I'm not gonna lie to him. But
By who?
by I don't remember what her name was. Lady whatever in the village of. Did I paste my notes in here? I know it started to when
Ellisberry.
Ellisberry. No, I didn't paste my notes in there yet. I was going to put them into the VTT. I just haven't got around to it.
As you're doing this as well, Tægen.
Anyway, yeah, I tell him who it was and etc. and so on.
Okay, yeah. He takes this with great interest and says, "I will take this with great interest, and I will send somebody for you within the next 12 to multiple days, hours. Somebody will be to get you. Not years. No.
Decades, millennia.
So I
I'm
am not.
dead. I have an
not
eternity now.
Noble, I am not noble or part of the Arminan said, and I speak. It is worth noting, Your Honor. Yes, this is Ptyrl speaking.
Yeah.
It is worth noting, Your Honor. She does not. She does very many good things for the city of Ellisberry and does not feed from there.
I am familiar with her. I was not familiar that she was a vampire let alone some sort of vampire queen.
She hides it
But-
well.
If she hides it well and she isn't feeding on the people, then I see no issue with it. And I see no issue with you, vampire dwarf, Buckenwald Anvil-arm.
Thank you, my lord.
One last request, my lord.
You are a demanding group, aren't you? Kind of laughs a goatee laugh. Meh.
I mean, when you save a city from
When I'm
almost
just
utter
gonna
destruction.
straight up like cut you off. Like that's basically talking back. I say we also invited Ptyrl to join our ranks. We just need somebody to make it official. Would you do us the honor?
Inducting him into the military?
Yes, my liege.
He looks you up and down, Ptyrl, and he says, "Can you represent the military? Do you choose to represent the military in all that you do?"
I have made a promise to do so.
You're in. He slaps you on the back.
You're in.
You're in.
He says, "By my power as King Interog, leader of the people, and King of Pyrrha, I name you part of the military." It seems like you have some pretty good clothes already, so I don't really need to get you military gear. But if you need military gear, you may go to my personal armory further into the throne room.
I poke my head out and I'm just like, armory.
It is what my elite guards wear and carry. If you ever need to disguise yourself as one of my elite guards, or dress yourself as an elite guard on a mission of some kind, the armory is now open to you here at the castle.
I just glance over at Tægen with a look of pure joy.
Is that
But enough of this, enough of all of this. You need to get to where you're going and get settled in.
You need to get out of here.
I need to spend some time discussing things with the boy.
Yes, my liege. And
I'll take my leave.
Yep.
He motions to you, Ptyrl, and then he motions to the dagger on the floor and he says, "That is yours to take. Consider it insurance for joining the military and serving me."
I nod, pick it up in a very non-threatening way, and I put it and I hide it back behind my tunic.
Okay. I was sweating a little bit. I didn't know if you were going to stab him right then.
Ah!
I stab him 37 times in the chest.
And I ascend, and I take the throne.
King
That's how-
Ptyrl it is.
Demon rules work.
As I follow them out, I turn back to the king's guards and I wink at them and say, you know, well, where I'll be.
Roll a charisma.
If Brandon says to roll a charisma, I will roll a charisma.
What are you rolling a charisma for? I missed
He's
that.
flirting with the demon guard.
Yeah.
Oh, you're flirting with one of the 6-armed Merilith guards?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, roll a charisma for sure, man. Or roll a
It'd be
What are you
charisma or
trying to do?
performance, whichever is higher.
Let's see. My charisma is -1, and my performance is. Ooh. But my performance is actually pretty good.
Ooh.
Right?
Should I roll performance in?
yeah. Perform it.
Performing,
No.
boy.
Oh.
Use an inspiration point.
Not so good, eh?
Inspiration. I can use an inspiration point. Where's the roll?
Buckenwald just had a really weird
I mean, a
coughing spell
12.
there.
A 12 is not bad.
If
It's
a
just
12
not
passes, I'll
great.
keep it. If a 12 passes, I'll keep it.
You have to decide if you want to use it before the DM tells you if it succeeds or not. No.
I'm just gonna use it. Because
Use the 12?
No. I'm gonna use the inspiration.
Okay. I'll be right back. I gotta pee while you roll that.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
I also have to pee.
Can't change the status of anything anymore. Myself.
You might just have to restart it. It was being a little funny for me too. Also, are you gonna run with your camera off the whole time?
No, I was gonna turn it on when I was just working on it.
Okay. It just rearranges where everybody's at in the thing. So. Hello, anybody who's still hanging out in chat.
That went better than I expected.
Indeed.
I wonder if we're gonna get a mission soon.
Get off of Mama's computer.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind a couple of days.
You can't
of
get up because there's too
downtime.
much shit up there.
Yeah,
We've been going and going.
babysitting's a full-time job.
Indeed.
He said, meow.
I could feel the trepidation in Thomas through my hand.
What's to become of the boy?
There was very little emotion on Enterog's face. He may just simply not be much of a father.
We may just eliminate the threat.
Also true. But in my eyes, what he might lack as being a father, he does make up for in being a very good king. Especially considering his lineage. Man, I'm hungry.
All right, because you used an inspiration point and got a 15, you successfully seduced this Merilith. In the sense that you say, you know where I'll be, she replies back, in your head, telepathically, you smell of sweat and whiskey. But she says it with, like, a little bit of curiosity, you know? Just a hint of, like, you smell like sweat and whiskey. All right.
I want some of that.
What did I miss?
I may or may not have seduced one of those six-armed demon
Merilith.
demon guards, Merilith.
Me fist bumps Ptyrl on my way out.
All right, so you guys are... Oh, no. I drug Tyrl too far.
Oh no, Ptyrl, you've gone too far. Come back.
I didn't move me.
Yeah, I'm moving the people out of the throne room.
You know you can grab
Thomas
everybody
is-
at once, right?
Thomas is no longer with you. Thomas has gone with the king off on whatever adventure is going to happen, and you may or may not see Thomas again.
Gasp.
As the king is leaving, Thomas turns to you and he kind of looks. So if anybody has any last words or of advice for Thomas, now's your time. Because the king's going to devour him as soon as you leave the throne. Like
Nice knowing you, kid.
When I walk past him, I pat him on the shoulder and say, remember what we said. Think before acting. Always remember the lessons we taught. You were taught at both the monastery and with your travels with us.
He nods and he says, "Thank you, Tyrl."
And keep your head strong, kid. Remember to fear nothing, but to be wary of it.
He walks up to you, Xoasin, and he kind of puts his hand out to shake your hand, and you see that he's trying to pull the old rogue move of slipping you something in his hand as he goes to shake it.
I'll shake his hand. And I'll
All
say,
right.
you will.
Thanks, Xoasin. Bucky, you
Yes.
need to wash your beard. I like you, and you've done a lot, and you've protected the group, but everybody has talked about it at some point at the campfire. Your beard is gross. And it's a good beard, it's really nice, but it just smells so bad.
He's right. He's so totally right.
Didn't know how to tell you.
It's super offensive to our half-elven noses.
You didn't want to hurt your feelings.
I make an oop kind of face and kind of briskly walk away.
We all
With your bird face.
really like you and really respect you as a traveling partner. Wash your fucking beard. That's an order, for the love of God.
I'm guessing Enterog hears all this and is probably snickering.
Yeah, this is the conversation you have as you leave. Enterog seemed, overall impression is Enterog seemed very friendly and very open as a demon, but there was also a presence of something sinister about him that was probably just the leftover effect of being a demon. I may or may not have expressed that as clearly as I needed to.
No, but in a sense, it kind of makes sense because he is still a demon no matter what.
Yeah, this is like my idea as far as Enterog goes is that as a reformed demon of some kind, if he is reformed, he has kind of taken on the form of an avatar more than anything else. He's not going around as in his like giant demon form with his huge wings and his tail whipping around and stuff, you know. He's taken on a more approachable human form to rule. And he burps too. Just like anybody else.
What did Thomas, when I get somewhere out of sight, what exactly, or can I feel what he slipped me?
He slipped you a finger. This is a...
Oh, one of the Three Kings fingers from the monastery prayer circle thingy.
Yes, this is a mummified finger. You guys rescued this from a time... This was in one of the one-shots that you ran, Ethan.
Yeah, I remember.
It is a mummified finger. It is covered in arcane like carvings through the finger and the wrap. And Thomas mentioned to you that it is an inscribed wish spell, is what it's called. The spell basically grants a wish.
The monkey's paw, except it's just the king's finger.
Before I walk away after looking quite taken aback by what I heard about my beard, I'm going to reach into my pocket and take out the carving of the replica of the old necklace pendant I made.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it in his hand and then like put his hand on his chest and then nod at him and leave.
Whose hand? Thomas?
Thomas.
Okay. He nods and he takes it and he says, "Thank you, Bucky. Buckenwald."
But for God's sakes, watch your fucking beard, goddammit.
Did we get the
Dear
impression
Christ,
that,
I want to die.
that Thomas was definitely going to get it devoured? Like,
No, I was just making a joke there. You got the impression that the king himself was he always called him the boy, he never called him my son. He was very standoffish as far as that goes. But you could also chalk that up to the fact that he's a demon, you know?
Demon's gonna demon.
Their relations are probably slightly different with their...
Demons is weird.
Xoasin and I kind of like after we had left the room, but you were taking a pee, kind of talked about the fact that, you know, he may not be a very good father, but at least he's a good king.
He may not be a good father, but he's a good daddy.
I would even go as far as to say he's a good zaddy.
Buckenwald just starts walking off, just done with this bullshit.
He's got that demussy.
Thomas's mom definitely thought he was a good daddy.
Buckenwald picks up his weapons and just looks at the sword for a minute and considers stabbing himself.
so
Wouldn't do anything, it would just hurt.
as they walk off and are like three stooging it out of this motherfucker in the hallway with the doors closed, as I stop and consider what is in my hand, I'm gonna very quickly and quietly just activate the wish spell and word my wish that Thomas's life be protected, his eventual transition to power be a smooth.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why would you waste that? You could
One,
have
I'm
went
just gonna
Buckenwald to
crumble
not be
the-
a vampire.
Finger and
Are you
Scattered
100%
as
certain you
dust.
want to do that, or do you want to actually
that's
do a little research on what happens with wishes?
That's what I want to do. I'm good.
It's
I
a
did
done
it.
deal.
I did it just right outside as I realized what it was.
All right.
After you
yeah,
guys were well ahead and out of earshot, and then I'll catch up.
you realize what it is, and this spell is created in such a way that if you can read arcane writings, it's very easy to cast Wish. This isn't made to be like some puzzle piece that you have to figure out and decipher to figure out how to, how do I cast Wish? It's very easy to do. And you cast it and you feel the power of the wish, and whatever gods that you may or may not believe in kind of convene for just a moment to make this a reality, as you feel the universe tell you, yes, he will be protected in the transition to power, and he will have a healthy life. And you feel it wash over you that you know this to be true.
And then I'll just scatter it and then catch up with the group.
All right, yeah, the finger crumbles to dust. Fingery dust. Dusty finger.
As
All
I
right.
catch up with them, I'm gonna say, so
That's a
where are
great
we-
inn name.
where are we eating tonight, guys?
The Dusty Finger.
I believe that the Gilded Lily. I believe that the Gilded Lily has very, very good food. It is an upper class inn.
It would tell me
And that means
dick
they have
tastes
good
if
alcohol.
Interog said
I'm
so.
in.
Say again.
You would tell me that dick tastes good if Interog said so.
No, I've been to the Gilded Lily before. It's really good.
Like, nah, I've ate dick before. It's great.
Yeah, also true.
Vacation, all I ever wanted. Vacation, yeah.
I mean, you did have a book filled with giant sloppy dicks.
You had a book.
No.
Tægen had
all
the-
have-
I
we all
originally
had a
had the
book.
book. I gave it to Bucky, and Bucky gave it to Xoasin.
Yeah. Well, I love that book. It's a fun read.
Yeah.
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Dick Book.
It's a pretty hard read.
All right, that's it for D&D. Bye.
We're done now. Bye, have a beautiful time.
Alright. So, can you guys all see this? You guys are all on the screen right now.
Yeah, not on stream.
I am.
Shut up, Bucky. I'll do it.
Do it.
I'm just letting you know, sir.
I know everything.
Alright,
Well, you didn't know that.
this is the door to get in. That's the front door to the Gilded Lily.
What's over here?
The Gilded Lily is a 2-story building with a domed top that opens into a platform stage. The sounds of stringed instruments and off-key singing come from the stage now. A crowd of 8 college students have gathered outside and are having a
goddamn.
rowdy conversation about the nature of the undead.
Goddamn
So-
college students.
Imagine, like, right here, there's some college kids just all hanging around drinking some beers.
Brandon, what time of day is it?
It is getting to be evening at this point. It took a while. There was some waiting at the castle. You guys were rushed in, but once you were in the safety of like the waiting room outside the throne room, you guys sat for probably 45 minutes or so.
Good
Very
evening.
I'm going to
And hanging around distant.
go over and right here these college students, and I'm just gonna like not look at them, but say, "You have questions on the undead?"
These are like frat bro college students from Montclair University. And one of them looks at you and they laugh. And they say, some dwarf wants to ask us a question about undead? What do you know about undead?
I actually know quite a bit. I want to know what you know about the undead.
I'm gonna walk up behind him and go, "Speak of the devil, and he shall appear."
I give Xoasin a quick fist bump.
Alright, so these guys are looking at you and they see Xoasin and like 2 of them are eyeing you guys in the sense of this isn't good and sort of back off, but the other 6 are just like, strength in numbers. They start laughing.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, if you're undead, tell me, what do you think about picnics?
Is there an actual vampiric thing to do with picnics, or?
He leans in and he says, picnics, especially like grilled food.
I mean, I'm not partial to garlic, but
Specifically corn.
yeah, okay. So some butter on it sounds pretty good.
One of the other guys goes, I told you, undead don't like corn. And then they break into an argument about whether the undead like corn or not. And it starts to get heated, and you're totally...
I'm going to...
I'm rolling knowledge
going to-
arcana. I got another 13 plus 9. 22.
Who do undead like corn?
Yeah, do they like corn? I mean, I've never really...
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much like the same thing that they did in life.
There's
I would
basically, there's 2 lines of... There's 2 theories, and both of them have weight. One of them says that zombies specifically don't interact well with corn. But then there's another standing theory that says that zombies actually love corn and it attracts them. So even with your high arcana, you're not entirely sure.
I'm gonna stay out of it then.
I'm gonna just reach into the bag of holding and look for cornbread. Just-
Why would you have cornbread?
Oh no! We went to an inn one time and it was like
All right,
freaking
roll-
cornbread and soup beans night.
Roll a dex check, actually.
Okay.
Oh, guys,
A dex. Anything specific, dex?
I forgot to
Or-
tell you. I found my dice.
Nice.
In the bag.
And I've got this,
Eh.
Ethan.
I'm awake.
Motherfucker.
What happened?
So while he's doing that, I will describe what you guys are seeing here. Like I said, this is a 2-story building. He's got to restart his PC. Okay. There's a 2-story building. It's got like a bay window sticking out of it, which I couldn't represent on the map builder. And then the 3rd floor is kind of domed, but it opens up into a stage. There's a band up there right now playing music on the stage. And the college students are hanging out here in the corner and enjoying the music and arguing about the undead.
Why are they banned?
Get out.
Down here is a alleyway, and that's kind of the way that you guys walked to get up here. You are in the garden district right now, so I didn't describe your walk here, but this is a very beautiful district. You're walking kind of level with the aqueduct that runs over top of the city, and it's just overrun with
Fuck me.
flora. So flowers everywhere. There's a door right here that is slightly ajar with smoke coming out of it.
I thought you said it was a door.
Shut up. We can only do that joke so many times. There's smoke coming out of it, but it is not open. Well, I guess it would be cracked a little bit. It's not alarming smoke, it's like cook smoke. There's also another door over here that looks like it leads to kind of apartments or hotel rooms or something. This is the main door right here to get into the Gilded Lily.
I am going to ignore the conversation of everybody and just go directly into the lily.
I too am heading that way since I need alcohol. Bloop.
Alright, so I didn't put people inside of this because this was a last minute map that I made just to like have something for you guys to look at because I wasn't sure how the throne room was going to go. So I didn't plan much outside the throne room. Most of what I planned was like 4 different ways the throne room might go. But you guys are greeted with what you see on the map. There's a large amount of tables. It's very nice in here. It's like treated wood on the floor. Most of the tables are full of people. There's a hostess, because this is the kind of place that you actually have to be seated at, standing, and she immediately recognizes you. This is a gnome of some kind. She's kind of standing on a box, and she very excitedly recognizes you, and she says, "Oh, follow me."
Okay.
What did I miss? I'm sorry about that. Computer did the weird audio thing again.
We're following
went
some
in.
gnome.
We're following a hostess gnome into the.
Okay.
You're following a hostess cake. Let me get a little gnome here.
Did anything come of me talking to the dudes?
Not really.
Okay. Damn it.
Doesn't really happen. We're just
I was gonna
being
be
college
fun.
kids and debating.
Oh no.
That's just, I used deep gnome because that's the best that I had. All right, so
Oh, she's over here.
she says you
How
guys
insightful.
kind of wander as she's talking to you, and what you see over here, this is a brewery. So this is a building that is built into a brewery. Tægen,
Yep,
you are
yep.
muted.
I'm back. Go back over there. While you guys wander off into Gnomeware, I'm going to go over here.
Gnomeware. I'm gonna half walk after Tægen.
You're muted, Rem.
I said, God, I hate you so much. That's funny that I was muted because I thought that I thought you were responding to me because I was like, here, I'm just gonna take you over here.
I'm going to.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna half walk in the direction that Ptyrl did, and then stop myself and be like, "What's the point? I can't get drunk." I wish I wasn't a vampire sometimes.
Okay,
I say so Xoasin can hear.
So she.
Man, maybe one day we'll find a wish spell somehow.
Yeah, that would be too convenient, wouldn't it?
So she
Yeah.
she told us to you were expecting us, madam.
Yeah. Come with me. You've got the special room.
Very well.
VIP.
And you
What
are.
kind of-
room.
What kind of special?
I heard champagne room. Hang on.
He heard champagne, and that was it.
He just flies.
People are
in the
like
fucking room.
applauding you guys when you walk in. Like people kind of recognize you, and then you hear a murmur as it goes through the room, and then people applaud you. It doesn't seem like they know anything about bringing the king's son.
Right.
But they just seem to know other things that you guys have done at this point. Striking Vipers are kind of starting to get well known.
Yeah.
They only know them, and then I walk by and everyone's silent. It's like the record scratch.
I'm gonna give a.
Thanks.
I'm gonna give a child a signed trading card. of
There's no
Buckenwald
kids in
Anvil-arm.
here. This is a bar.
Fuck. I'm gonna give a pretty lady a signed card of Buckenwald Anvil-arm.
There's no pretty ladies there. It's a bar.
Brandon,
Right,
Brandon, I'm gonna show Dimitri because he's so cool.
Okay.
Bro, Dimitri's so cool. Says
Dimitri's
Buckenwald.
awesome. With its sunken dance floor, luminous bar, and custom circular seating, it is reminiscent of a sweaty, sexy 3500s East Haven party, elevated by beautifully crafted interiors that also recall a 2980s glitter, glamour, and refinement.
What does that
That's
even
what
mean?
the reviews say about the Gilded Lily.
Was that AI?
No.
I'm going.
Uh,
I'm gonna.
What year is it?
I roll an insight to see if, and actually, can I try to get in touch with a criminal contact? One of my features. I have a reliable and trustworthy contact who acts as my liaison, work with other criminals,
Oh shit.
to see if I can discern if there's anything off about this or going on, like anything afoul going on, like we might be being planned to be executed. Or like, I just want to cover our ass. Sort of.
Okay, so
I don't know
you
how
want to
wanna go
like,
about that, but
do you want to leave here to try to find a criminal contact, or do you want to send a message? I mean, if you have a criminal contact and you've been to this city, then you probably know how to contact somebody.
my thing is I wanted to. If I need to leave right now to do that, that is fine. But I kind of just wanted to use my insight to see if I could maybe suss out any sort of reason that the king might want to off us. Like maybe use the insight to discern how well the meeting went, even though, of course, he was benevolent and nice to us.
Okay. Yeah, roll an insight, and we'll just see.
Natural 20.
Oh, Jesus
Plus
Christ.
6. But I don't know. It really depends on what's available there. You know?
Was that really a natural 20?
Yeah.
Oh, you just
And
messed
it
up
broke.
your camera.
And you're
Oh, god
dead.
damn it. Hold on.
I'm thinking.
I'm not dead.
I'm almost thinking that should have repercussions for me
How so?
because my criminal contact is in this city.
Can you see it?
Well, and
There
that's
you
the
go.
thing. That's the thing with criminal contacts is like we don't have to like role play necessarily, but you still have to like go meet them.
Yeah, you still gotta go meet him.
So I'm gonna use your insight check as like a general Royal Society check.
Yeah.
How much do you know about Royal Society? I'm gonna say from everything that Xoasin has carried himself throughout this adventure so far, Xoasin is not a hoity-toity Royal Society kind of guy.
Not really.
But in this situation, especially with a natural 20, the king seemed genuine. There's a lot of things that you have to understand about what happened. He asked if you knew what happened with the monastery, but he didn't go into what happened with the monastery, so you don't exactly know. If things went bad at the monastery, you could see like a route where maybe the king could take that as something that you guys did. But yeah, as far as the meeting itself goes, it seemed pretty cool. Pretty good.
Okay. Alright. I just wanted to,
Tight.
check our
Oh, sure.
bases here. We wouldn't be very good special operatives if we just went like lambs to the slaughter to a nice posh test room.
Right.
A nice posh death room. All right, so the gnome continues up this way, leading you guys to your nice posh death room.
Okay.
Damn
she
it!
walks through this door.
Get it anyway.
Oh, that's a tiny little hallway, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Bro, I teleported.
I'm doing the Ghostbusters theme because there is a dining room that I built over here, or that the map maker built, and it looked like the Ghostbusters dining room. So you guys
the-
hear
At the-
bubbles your way through the door.
The VTT isn't on stream again. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
That's
Oh, shit.
because I turn it on and off on purpose.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Where are we supposed to be going? Where
Yeah,
I'm
it's
at,
up.
or where?
Up where I'm at.
Okay.
I don't know how I teleported through the wall.
Magic.
Misty Step. You wasted your Misty Step for the day.
Where do I go?
Up.
Collides with at least one wall.
You're going the wrong way, Bucky. You're in the wrong room.
Collides with at least one wall.
Where the fuck am I?
Oh my god, I
Oh,
love
there's
watching
something
this.
there.
Oh shit.
But
How does
Bucky,
this work?
Bucky, this door right here.
Bucky goes to walk through the wrong
There you
door.
go.
He walks outside, which is what this is. It's like a grass alleyway.
It's
You
like
can-
a quad.
In fact, you can see us through the windows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Am
knock
I
on the
going the right
windows.
way?
He's licking the window.
I
How did
just-
I get through?
I just open the window and let him crawl his ass through.
In
You
a
definitely
fancy
crawl
ass
through.
restaurant, the gnome is
I
probably
can't
like,
take you
"Oh,
guys
Jesus
anywhere."
Christ."
Holy shit.
All right. This
Take you
place
guys
is
anywhere.
this place is pretty nice. You guys have been to some nice places, I'm sure, over the course of your adventures. But this place is nice. You may or may not have been here before if you've been to this town.
It's quite
But
big.
you've certainly never been back here to the VIP room,
Hmm.
which is where she leads you now.
I'm
And-
fairly certain that I never would have been.
Oh, this is lovely. What was your name?
What was her name?
Jezebel.
Jezebel.
Nomisha.
Nomisha. Her name is Nomisha.
Romeo and Juliet.
Are these two connected or just semi-connected rooms, or is this a different room entirely?
That's a different room.
Okay.
So confused.
I don't know why. Maybe it has a door or windows.
Well, there is a couple of doors right here. It looks like they're like a double door, but it's.
Let me test because I haven't been able to just walk. Nope, there's a wall there.
Okay, then it's me.
There's
you're
a
probably
wall.
You're probably logged in
I
as
am.
Game Master because I can't walk through it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's assistant GM. There is a large painting on the wall. That's what these two paintings represent, is one very large painting. There's also 4 love seats scattered around. The room looks like this. There's a circular table in the center that has 4 drinks sitting on it already. And a large bottle of some sort of alcohol. The painting is moving. It's like watching television if your character knew what TV was. It's a little bit
Harry
mind-blowing to you. It's like Harry Potter. It's a little mind-blowing to you because you're watching a painting move. Now, what the painting is imagine like a security camera and you're in the corner of a very large inn and you're looking down upon this inn. And there's rows and rows of tables and you see people moving around and drinking and having a good time.
Hanging around.
This town
So,
around the
is it
Yes, finally.
is it a painting of current things happening in there, or almost like a
That's what I.
scrying?
That's what I ask the unnamed gnome so far.
It's Nomisha.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it? I'm sorry, I missed it. Are these live?
What'd you ask her?
I ask her if the paintings are live.
If it's live?
Are these live
Yeah.
streams?
Are these
Yeah,
live?
is it like a scrying
is it-
bowl? Like the
Why is it
painting?
twitching?
She smiles at you and goes to answer, and then you hear a voice come from this direction here. And there's a beautiful blonde woman in a cocktail dress sitting on one of the love seats. And she says, "We're not sure if this is live or not. We don't know where this is or what this is."
Has she been here the whole time?
Yeah. You just noticed. She spoke up. She was very quiet and hidden. And Nomisha takes her leave at this point.
Bye, Numisha.
Nomisha is such a stupid name.
I straight up named her in the stuff too.
Hi, Nomisha. Oh, so
Hey
you
there,
did.
Misha.
Ah, no, Misha.
Cody,
Misha said
being
she was-
Cody-M is fun.
All right, so I need to add a new character here.
New character time.
No, you ain't. Misha said so. No, Misha said
What the
no.
fuck?
I see.
What?
I hear music.
Yeah.
I don't hear music. Oh, it's
Why
great.
does it sound like the Red Wedding?
I don't know. You're crazy.
All right, I'm not gonna bother with it right now.
It is really loud.
Yeah, I need to mess with that later. So you guys have a seat. This is like I said, this is a blonde woman. She's very pretty. She's wearing a cocktail dress. This is imagine like any
Dragons.
sort of cyberpunk scene where there's a beautiful woman who has come to entertain you, not in a sexual way, but in like a concierge sort of way.
Okay.
She has answers to your questions. She's there, and you're watching this painting. And it is very clear that this room is set up to be set around this painting.
I'm gonna remove some of my protective clothing from the sun and start throwing it in the bag of holding,
Okay.
just because I'm tired of wearing it.
Roll a dex.
Okay. What?
Just a raw dex.
Okay. Ability check. Normal. I'm an 18.
Okay.
Okay.
Bitch 19.
Did I do it?
Nothing happens. You're
Mm,
good.
yay.
What was he trying to do?
No,
I was
had him roll a
taking
dex check.
I was taking the protective coverings around my skin off because vampire.
Mm.
and it's finally dark enough to where I can safely remove it without getting sun bleached.
Okay,
Can
so
I cast
go ahead.
Identify on one of these paintings and see if I can discern if it's a scrying spell or if these are just
yeah.
if I have that spell left. I do, definitely.
I also want to go up and examine like the frames and stuff and see like if there's anything weird going on.
I just punch it. No.
Did we
Oh,
have a
wait,
name?
it'll
Do
have
we have
to-
a name for
it'll-
this lady?
Her name is Dornath.
Dornath. Okay.
Dornath.
I believe I have to do it as a ritual, so it'll
Yeah.
have to be.
Is Nomisha Dornath as too?
No, Misha was telling you. She pops her head in and says her name's Dornath, and then
Oh,
Misha pops out again.
Okay. She's a blonde
wanna-
human, you said?
Yeah, if you want to put a little human in there, name her Dornath, you can.
Okay. I don't know how to actually like look for that. Do you just do it in?
Okay, so you cast Identify on the painting, Xoasin. It is definitely a scrying spell. You don't know much more than that. It seems to be focused on a certain point. It doesn't seem to be moving around, so you would compare it to a modern day security camera, although your character wouldn't know what a security camera is. In casting Identify, you also just, because you're spending so much time poring over this painting while casting Identify, you notice that most of these characters are wearing robes, and it looks very magical. It looks like Harry Potter school.
Hey,
It on Hogwarts.
we know where that is.
Hogwarts.
It's
No.
Hogsmeade.
Brandon,
Mead-
think of the name of the school.
Meat hog.
Hogwarts.
Oh, like a penis, yeah. I
Like
gotcha.
cranking the hog.
Yeah, no, I got you.
And it has warts.
Uh-huh.
But
I'm
Way to kill the joke.
Way to
Even
kill the
harder than it-
Hogwarts.
I just pulled a Vada Cadaverid.
So if you
Here
guys
we
have
go.
any questions or anything about things that are going on, that's what this is planned right here. Dornath is a concierge. You guys are having a very great evening as you get loaded, if you want to, on all kinds of nice alcohols and food. There are rooms in this building as well, and towards the end of the evening, there are 2 rooms here with 2 beds each where you guys can sleep for the night. If you have any questions for her about anything going on, she's very knowledgeable about the city and the going-ons within the city.
I'm gonna just take a bottle of red wine because it kind of looks like blood.
Who's staying with me? Because you might have to get sexiled.
I call Tægen's room.
No hesitation. Love it.
Bucky's gonna get sexiled later.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Exiled for sex.
Oh. What?
Because
so-
Oh yeah, you're gonna have the weird lizard lady in there. Who's slithering into who, I wonder?
I
Come
guess we'll
sleep on
find
our
out.
floor.
Oh, if Tægen comes out and he's walking weird in the morning. Or Tægen. Fucking Ptyrl. Fuck.
I don't think I
Tægen
know
might do
how
that
to
anyway.
add an
Yeah,
image.
fair. Maybe he'll have his husband come meet him.
His elf always walks weird. It's weird.
That's
My
that's
husband-
a double entendre.
My husband is an entire continent away. Probably you might even
Oh.
be able to see him in this picture if it's of the college.
That's
over
a
in-
that's a double entendre though.
I don't know. I wasn't actually paying attention to you
He
guys.
said you'd have your husband come meet you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's the.
That's definitely a double meaning.
Yep.
Was it? It wasn't
Yeah.
intended.
Oh yeah. If you spell two of the words differently.
I don't know how to add
Hum
the picture.
meat.
How do we add the picture?
Mhm.
Items, journal, rollable tables,
Mm-hmm.
video scenes. How do I add add a person.
Oh. Jesus.
Quest. I've got her in here. I just don't know how to add a picture from the computer.
Vacation, all I ever
Hey, Brandon.
wanted. Yeah.
How do I add a picture from the computer?
What do you mean? Like upload it?
Yeah.
I think Xoasin froze.
No, he's just very, very still.
I am 100% certain he froze.
Because I've
Yeah,
got a
he's-
good picture for her, but
That's what I was trying to figure out. I downloaded a new module that was supposed to allow you to do that.
which module was it?
The one he
Share
downloaded.
media.
Share
Oh
media.
crap, man!
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Internet. Doesn't normally do this. I would like to. Are we still in that same room?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't moved.
I would like to talk to Doorhair and ask her what is going on in the city recently.
Door hair.
Doornath.
She smiles. She has a big toothy smile with kind of sharpened teeth. Not like creepily sharpened teeth, but sharpened teeth nonetheless.
Are they vampire teeth?
No, this is like all her teeth. And her features seem to change as she talks slightly. Move, like her mouth might exaggerate just a little bit more for a moment and then go back to normal, and her eyes and face will do the same thing.
Weird.
And she tells you about the things going on in the city. She tells you that, especially in the Lizard District, the military has been investigating a place called Club Toad. They think that the proprietor is growing something called Hell's Rust, which is a mushroom that is outlawed in the city to grow.
Why?
Mushrooms?
Because it grows in one of the layers of hell.
Oh.
The king grows it
Weird.
personally. It's outlawed. It's actually outlawed throughout the kingdom. It's supposed to give you all kinds of crazy properties.
Like good?
Yeah, it's supposed to give you the powers of a demon. It's crazy. I've never tried them myself.
Well, 'cause they're
Buckenwald
outlawed,
makes
of
a mental
course.
note.
I
We're
look.
all law-abiding citizens here.
I look over at her and I just say, "What are you? You can speak naturally if you want."
I'm a doppelganger.
Okay.
I know a lot of things throughout the city for that exact reason. I was sent here to help you.
That was the only thing I needed to hear. I'm a doppelganger. Okay.
Help us do what?
It's to help you relax, enjoy the city. You have some time off. That's what I was told to let you know, that you have some time off.
Eats back on the menu, boys.
Buckenwald goes to bite a neck of someone. I'm kidding.
There's the business district you could check out. There's all kinds of beautiful things in the garden district. She motions.
I would like to.
Take a nap.
I'd like to go meet my criminal contact. Game master.
You should probably not say that out loud.
I'm not. That's for the game master.
Okay.
In game, they say, "What?"
Hello, law-abiding citizens. I would like to go meet my criminal contact.
Exactly.
All right. So
How do you do, fellow kids?
if you watch this painting for any extended length of time, the scrying painting, it becomes clear that this is some sort of tavern that it's watching. The only thing that you can tell, you can't
Oh,
see
God damn it. Do I recognize it?
No.
You sure?
Why do you think you recognize it?
A bunch of people in hooded robes in a tavern?
Yeah, why do you think you recognize it?
Yeah, I'm not following.
Is it? Are they clearly sorcerers and wizards, or are they shadowy people, shady people?
No, it's as you study it more,
Okay.
it becomes clear that they are wizards and witches
Okay.
and sorcerers and things like that.
I was about to say.
No, this is and the dress that they wear is also very foreign. This is
Okay.
somewhere. This is like if it's a memory of some kind, it's somewhere that's very far away, or somewhere very foreign to you.
Okay.
Everybody actually, well, I'll say everybody can roll a insight or a history. History
History.
is history a skill?
Yes.
I don't get shit.
Why can't I join the Infra Fire Demon? I reloaded.
I got a 14.
I got a 14.
I know, I got a 16.
Yeah, you got a 16.
Well, let me select a name. You ever experienced that? Yeah, we'll get back to. There we go.
What are you doing, shithead?
Nope, still can't select a name. Fuck.
Well, we're not going much longer tonight because this is just kind of information and setting up for next session.
Yeah.
Rest
Do
and
we level up?
relaxation.
Yeah, in
Palace
fact, I
Upper
don't even have
District.
I don't even have
Who
the
keeps-
map up now, so
Who keeps
Got a
bringing
9.
up these
oh,
pictures?
let me do that.
I do.
I got a 9.
Okay, a 9 to what?
You told us to roll history?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I got a 16.
I got a 14.
I got a rock.
Tægen, what'd you get for your history?
Let's find out.
Never-ending
Over
history.
Man, I listened to the Foo Fighters today. They don't really hold up. I don't know if the Foo Fighters are that good.
Which album?
Monkey Wrench is what I was listening to. So I was just listening to one song. It was stuck in my head.
It's alright.
I don't want to be your monkey rat.
You kind of went a little like jazzy with that.
I got a
No,
6. I don't know
You got a
shit.
6. All right, so Bucky, you got the 16. So you got the highest.
Woo!
For some reason, this
Same.
is the clothing of Iranid, one of the cities on the continent of Avran.
This is one of the clothings of Iranid. One of the cities on the continent of Avaran.
You almost communicated it properly.
The wine kicked in for a split second.
Dornath offers to take you on a wild tour of the city tomorrow. You may rest for the night.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
send a message instead of leaving personally. I'm gonna send a message to.
Your criminal contact's name is Ferret.
Is what?
Ferret.
Does he keep like cages of wild ferrets on the top of a large building and
I hope so.
hide up there all the time?
He is a halfling who runs the night. I think they're called the Night Badgers. I don't remember. I'll have to look up the name of them, but he runs a gang in the city called the something Badgers, the Night Badgers, I think. But yeah, he's pretty high up in the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, Night Badgers is correct.
Okay. And what is the message that you want to send to him?
I'm gonna give him a time and a place tomorrow afternoon to meet and catch up, speak with him. I'm gonna tell him I have a gift.
Okay. Dornath somehow seems to pick up she seems to pick up what you're doing and discreetly tells you that she can deliver this.
Thank you, Dornath.
She winks and like her opened eye goes really big, like Black Hole Sun video big for a second.
Whoa. Grippy.
She's a changeling or a shapeshifter?
I'm tripped out.
Doppelganger.
She's a straight up doppelganger.
Tripped out. Just tripped me out.
A Doppler radar.
Oh, son, won't you come?
I mean, after that, I'm essentially gonna study my spells and rearrange them for urban living, and then
Yeah, you guys have, it's great food here. This is a very hoity-toity place. You guys get a little bit of the good life. It's nice.
You didn't vocalize anything of what you're doing, right, Xoasin?
well, I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys I'm going to bed and study my spells.
Well, I meant about the other thing you were doing.
No, not really.
Okay.
I just thanked her.
Okay.
You want to do anything, Tyrrell, with your night? You guys, okay, so that's where we'll end. You guys tell me what you want to do with the rest of your night.
That depends. Am I having a visitor tonight?
A visitor? Who, Dornath?
Of 6 arms?
Oh,
Really, really hoping that Merilith drops by.
I will roll for it. It's up to you whether you want to wait in your room and see.
I think we should find out next session.
Because that
Yeah.
would both be really cool and also kind of pathetic if you wait in your room all night.
Well, I have a feeling Tyrrell's probably going to want to, properly bathe and clean and everything anyways. And rest, because we haven't really had much rest inside of inns.
Yeah.
We've been, yeah.
Yeah,
Ta-
this is a pampered place you guys are in.
Tægen is straight up just going to have some food sent to his room and some drink and some midnight snacks. And just freaking turn on the television and watch the hotel programming.
Hell yeah.
He is gonna relax. He is beat the fuck.
Yeah, this
Like-
is nice. These beds are all nice. It's great.
He's no stranger to sleeping outside, but every once in a while he does crave some creature comforts.
Yeah. All right, so that's where we'll end it. And next session, we will catch up with what the Vipers do. So you guys think about what you want to do because you're going to have a couple days off.
Okay.
So if there's anything you want to do in the meantime, let me know before we record again. Ethan, you work next week, right?
Yes, I do. I work day shift.
Okay, so we can still play. Oh, you work day shift?
Yeah, I'll be off at 6 p.m.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll catch up with what everybody did. We can do a little essay. So you guys, so what you need to do is no plagiarism.
Okay, gotcha.
Tell me what your characters did over the course of, we'll say,
No
4
problem.
days.
4 days, gotcha.
Buckenwald it around.
Dope.
Unacceptable.
I'm a dwarf. I'm just gonna do dwarf things. Look at a ring.
I'm actually starving in real life, so I'm gonna go get some ice.
Alright,
Amen.
go fucking eat. Go
Yes,
munch
maybe.
on something.
We're going over to your mom's house.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Not my mom's house.
All right. Well, now that he's left and screwed up my stuff, you gonna play that music all the way out?
Sure.
All right. I'll just reduce foobar then. Okay. So thank you everybody for watching. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye,
Hopefully
everybody.
It wasn't too boring tane. I tried to make it as exciting as possible, but
Listen, there's fights and then there's
Role play.
role play
And then there's
and
Bucky
exposition.
getting lost trying to go through a door.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Keep an eye out on the socials for updates on when we actually hit the live button. Then we usually roll with a starting soon screen for a few until Brandon says, okay, freaking start the damn thing. And also, my brain just stopped right in the middle of that. What the hell was I going to say?
I'm Rem.
I'm Rem. I have
Yeah.
ADD. My brain goes 20 miles an hour on 4 different things and then loses track of all of them. So yeah.
How do you...
Huh?
Go ahead. I was going to
Okay.
ask Brandon something, but didn't realize I wasn't muted.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll mute you. You're muted. Go ahead and ask away. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Anybody who stuck around and lurked, appreciate you. We will be live on YouTube and Twitch. Look out for the social notifications. That'll show you that we're going live, like I said. And yeah, that wraps us up. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.